a beautiful darshan that you all just said. Wow. Just so beautiful. Swamiji was extremely graceful and such a powerful blessings which has given to each one of us. What was your most powerful click from today's satsang? And how was your experience in this amazing darshan? Wow. This is so powerful and such an graceful, intense darshan this was. I request each one of you to share what was your experience like in today's session. Can I request all of you to post here in the chat? How was it for you? How did you experience? Understand today whatever boons, prayers you have posted and received Swamiji's blessings for, be rest assured you have gotten those blessings and Swamiji will shower you. You're going to see how each one of those, whether it's a healing, whatever prayer, whatever blessing you have requested for, you are going to see how it is going to manifest into reality.
Moreover, in today's session, every one of us have been initiated to manifest that space of Ishwaratva, having the lordship over your life in every aspect. Wherever you are looking for having that fulfillment, wherever you're looking for having that lordship in any aspect of your life, just through today's darshan, you will have so much of like excellence, lordship over in every aspect of your life. So Swamiji has initiated all of us right now. And every single person that attended today's darshan received the initiation. Understand? Right now. The next 21 minutes after the darshan is the most crucial and important time because right after the initiation, the energy is like fresh, channeled into you. Now, how you channel this energy, meaning how you use this energy, convert this energy in your life really matters. That is why Swamiji has designed this unique thing where every day after the darshan, we manifest powers. And you know what this does for you? It's like you have, let's say, a few thousand units of energy, right? You can either let that energy drain into any different actions that you do, or you can use that energy to consciously mold yourself, to strengthen yourself more and more and more. It is like investing your energy into something that will give you 10 times more of that. Literally, when Swamiji gives you the initiation, he gives you that thousands of units of energy. And when you manifest powers, you're converting all of them, literally assimilating all of them within the core of your consciousness, which will in turn manifest as tenfold more. You will literally experience every initiation as a reality for you. So I'm going to request all of the participants, all the Sarvagnya Pita Yajamans, every one of you, Ma Murtananda, Ma Rekha Patak, Patrickaya, Ma Bella, and Shiv Panditaya, every one of you, I'm going to request all of you to take a few minutes every day, just 21 minutes after darshan. All the participants, just 21 minutes after darshan, be here, finish the power manifestation because it really works on your consciousness. It is very, very powerful. It is like all the initiation you receive during the darshan, how you consciously shape it really matters. So I'm going to request every one of you, every day invest 21 minutes alone. Just be here 21 minutes and finish the power manifestation. The entire process, it is one cycle. A complete cycle is 42 minutes. Swamiji says 21 minutes is at least minimum that you should do. If you can sit and spend that time, manifest that power, you will really see the kind of a breakthrough you will have. And today, especially for all the participants, Swamiji has initiated all of us to manifest the powers of length, breadth, and depth dimensions. Which means to be able to master the logic dimension, the breadth is creativity dimension. These two you will be able to manifest in today's power manifestation session. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to request all the participants, every one of you here. We're going to be doing few different rounds, like few different levels of this power. So what I'm going to do is I'll be projecting for the first few rounds. I'm going to be projecting a few buildings and we're going to do this like 1 minute quick rounds. So I'll project a building for you all and basically any structure. And I'm going to request each of you just by seeing that and connecting to Swamiji, you should be able to exactly tell the height of it. You can tell it in meters and in feet. How many feet tall it is and what is its height in meters, right? So I'm going to request all of you, all the participants, to settle down. Just next 21 minutes. Sincerely be available here. Now, I'm going to be projecting a series of images, and I'm going to request all of you to scan through the third eye and identify what are the exact height of the building that is projected for all of you. Please connect to Swamiji. Chant the Mahavakya. Your 1 minute starts now. Please connect to Swamiji and post the exact height that you're seeing through the third eye.
With this one spiritual powerful cognition, chant this Mahavakya. Mahavakya, spiritual lullaby for samadhi, and Suprabhatam, wake up call, wake up song for Paramashiva, for Paramashiva to manifest. With this one spiritual powerful cognition, chant this Mahavakya. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda.
5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Your 1 minute is up. Time's up. I request all of you to now please post the answer and let us verify the exact height of this building. I request all the participants to please go ahead and post the exact answers, whatever you saw through the third eye. Please go ahead and post it in the chat. Anything, whatever Swamiji revealed to you in your third eye, post all the details in the chat. The first numbers, as soon as you closed your eyes, what are the first numbers that came in your third eye? Okay, thank you, Ma Mahagoptriyananda, Ma Stephanie Davis, Ma Shakuntala Devi Dayalingam. Why don't you also post, Ma? Okay, thank you, Muraliya. And every one of you, please post. Okay, so I'm going to be showing the answer for all of you. This is called the Ping and Finance Center, which is in Shenzhen in China. And this is 1,965 feet tall. So this is like 1,009, almost 2,000 feet tall. So 1,965 feet tall. This is the building which is in China. Very, very interesting is actually, I saw a few numbers very close which were posted. I'm just going to read out the answers. Okay, Murali, you saw the answer 1,300. The number is very, very close. Exactly. So you have seen two different pieces. So you saw 1,300 plus 647, so which is almost 1,947. And actually, it is a very, 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 very close. It's a beautiful manifestation, Aya. And Ma Alice Wong also saw 1,000 meter. Okay, that's a good start, Ma. And so many of you have seen close to 1,000. See, this is a beautiful start. Now let's do a few more rounds. Okay, I'm going to request all of you to keep posting whatever you see. As you start seeing, keep posting all of them in detail. All right. So now we are going to be entering into the next round, right? So I'm going to be projecting another place for all of you, and please scan and post the exact height of this building that you see. Please take a moment, connect to Swamiji, chant the Mahavakya.
Ananda Paramashivoham Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham.
Your 1 minute is up. I request all the participants to start posting the answer. Please start sharing the exact answers, whatever you saw to the third eye. See the first numbers that came to you. You're going to start posting that. Okay. Start posting the exact digits that you're seeing. Every one of you, please post. Okay, I see so many answers. I'm going to be projecting the answer for this for all of you now. The exact height. So this is basically the Museum of Contemporary Art, which is in Rio de Janeiro. And the answer for this is 16 meters. 16 meters is basically 52.4 foot. So that's 52.4 feet tall. So the exact answer is 16 meters, 52.4 feet tall. Let's see how many of us have manifested this. I see so many different answers this time. And thank you all. I see many more people are participating. I request every one of you, all the participants, to please start posting and actively participate. Ma Teresa, you have seen 52. Okay, that's right, Ma. It's 52 feet tall. That's right. Wow. You have manifested, and it's 16 meters and 52. So even if any of you, let's forget about the exact units for now. Even if any of you get the numbers, let's start with that. See, it's the first, when you start manifesting, that's good.
Paramashivoham Om Nithyananda
16. Mahagoptriyananda, you got 3 extra. It's 16 meters, and I think you got 163. You all can start posting the numbers.
See, one thing is, understand this is not a logical calculation. It is numbers getting downloaded. This is how it will start. See if you are matching in any sense. In any sense, if it is matching, whether it's a number or you're getting nearer to that number, or it's just the digits you're getting it rightly, celebrate it. Offer your gratitude to Swamiji. Celebrate that power manifestation. More and more you celebrate and cherish it, more and more you will start manifesting it.
Actually, Shiv Panditaya, you have manifested it so close. You put 50 feet and 52 feet is the answer. That's
Wow.
nice, Aya. Beautiful. Actually, Shiv Panditaya, see the sincerity with which you sit every single day for a darshan. Like the kind of feeling connection you have with Swamiji. If you just sit and start playing with power manifestation, see, don't think power manifestation is not for you, or just if you can spend time 21 minutes every day if you can allocate, because I know, like, I have never seen you miss a single darshan. Every day for every initiation, every darshan, you have been there sincerely receiving the initiations. Understand, Aya, when you spend that 21 minutes every day diligently manifesting powers, you literally make all those powerful initiations you're receiving as an experience in you. So I'm going to request for the next 21 days, every day, if you can spend 21 minutes after darshan to sincerely sit and manifest powers, you will really start having amazing breakthroughs, not just in power manifestation, in so many different aspects of your life. So I'm just going to request you, Aya, next 21 days, if you can spend 21 minutes daily after the darshan to sit and attend the power manifestation session. Because I've always noticed that the kind of feeling connection that you have with Swamiji, right? I've always seen if you sit actually and spend some time, you start manifesting powers beautifully. So if you could just spend that time, next 21 days, 21 minutes after darshan. Okay. All right. Let's do one more round, and I'm going to request all of you to post. Okay. This time, all of you forget about the units. Just start posting the numbers. You don't have to post whether it is in feet. You don't need to post whether it is in meters. Don't bother. Just start posting the height exactly. All right. Okay. So here's the next building, and I'm going to request all of you to please connect to Swamiji, chant the Mahavakya, and start posting the exact numbers that you're seeing.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham 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 Nithyananda Paramashivoham
Okay, your 1 minute is up. I request all of you to please start posting the answers. Please post the answers, the exact numbers you saw through the third eye. Please start posting them.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Okay, I request every one of you, come on, please post the exact numbers. Forget about the units for now. You all can just post the numbers.
Paramashivoham
Come on, everyone. Ma Alice Wong,
Nithyananda
Ma Alice Wong, and all the others, please start posting.
Nithyananda
Okay, I see various different answers. All right, I'm now going to go ahead and verify the answer, show you all the answer. Actually, this is a tower in Seoul, South Korea, and the height of this is 1,819 feet tall, which is 554 meters. So it's 554 meters, 1,819. Okay, now I'm going to share. I actually saw this round, many of you have manifested. First, I have. Okay, so Sontav, sorry, Sontav, yeah, you have manifested, you have seen 1500, which is very, very close. That's nice. It's a very beautiful manifestation. And I also see Ma'am Marva has posted 598 meters. It's 554. That's still a good manifestation, Ma. That's beautiful. See, so many of you getting close, very close to the exact answers. And
Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
nice. So many of you have posted. That is good. See, next round, whenever you manifest in power manifestation, right? Always, first thing that Swamiji reveals, you post it. Forget about it's right or wrong. First, start posting. As you start manifesting and as you start seeing it, slowly you will be able to start identifying where exactly it is guessing versus where exactly it is third eye. You will start understanding. You will be able to see it better, right? So all of you can start doing that. And yes, I thank all of you for your participation in the power manifestation. Now, we're all going to be continuing with the next session for the day, where we're going to be understanding deeper revelations, where Swamiji is going to be answering questions and revealing deeper about 11 dimensions and 25 states of consciousness. So let us all enter into the next session.
First thing, very first thing, knowing lot of things are happening without your will itself creates the urge in you to control all of that. That is the basic thing. When you know the ground is shaky, you want to put your feet strongly. You deciding, I have to be stable. I have to be stable. You deciding, I have to be stable, happens to you when you know the ground is shaking. Means too many things are happening in you without your will and cooperation. You feel then, it's not what you really want. I'll give you one example. Yesterday I was explaining the logic is tantrum throwing child in you. The way I briefed and the way I described, you will see more and more of that logic will be empowered in you. Please listen. I am not saying one is right, another one is wrong. But if the logic has power, at least you can practice something and get you out of the mess you have. More you know, tantrum throwing child is overpowering you, more number of times you will not allow him to overpower you. See, knowledge is just to take the right decision at right moment. If you don't have this knowledge, you will not even know what is overpowering you, how you are functioning, how you are thinking, what is actually happening in you. Then it is just, you don't even know the ground is shaky. Now with this clarity, so many things are happening without your consent. So many things are happening without you saying yes. See, I'll give you this example. Listen. Deep sleep and dream state. You know whatever is happening there is out of your control. It's happening without your yes or no. But I tell you, the moment you start understanding things happening there are happening without my yes or no, slowly, your individual will starts encroaching that zone, starts entering into that zone, because your individual will is such, by its very nature, it will expand. By its very nature. If you just give the information to it, hey, you have not expanded enough, that's enough, it will trigger. If you just give intelligence, there's a more possibility. There are many zones you have not entered, not because you are powerless, because you have not tried. I wanted all of you to know, please listen. This whole Sadashivoham, all the powers you are going to manifest. Listen carefully, all the powers you are going to manifest. It is not that you have not entered into that zone because you are powerless, you have not tried. Understand the whole shift. Which I am trying to tell you. It's not that because you are powerless, you did not express the power of third eye. It's not that because you are powerless, you do not express any other powers. You have never tried. Your individual will has never been told that you have a possibility. You have never been told convincingly. Nobody gave you that confidence that something like this is possible. Your biomemory can be awakened to the higher state. Your muscle memory can be awakened to the higher state. There is so much of discouraging, I tell you, the whole society, all your education, the whole system of this boss, employment, having people working under you, the whole corporate system or the whole education system, everything functions based on discouraging people. I tell you, whatever you learn about you in the school is such an abusal to you. Just because you cannot do the math calculating 30 plus 21 minus 17, you have been given the identity you are completely useless for anything. You have been told you may be great in painting. You may be great in manifesting powers. But whatever teacher knows as intelligence, when you are not able to stand up to his idea of intelligence, the idea put inside you about you is such destructive. Please listen. Such destructive. I am breaking the first part, the first myth I am breaking. I am not empowering you. I am just encouraging you to explore. I am doing it in your biomemory level, that's all. Means deeper part of you. Fortunately, I can talk to that part, which even you cannot talk. It is like you and your spouse has a problem, so you go to a common man whom both of you trust and decide to listen to his words. Same way, you and your inner space has a problem, both of you come to me, I can talk to that person and make that person explore. That's all. All initiation is nothing but making your inner space explore. Opening up your inner space to the higher possibilities, to the higher realms, to the higher existence. One part of you, almost you are not in touch with it, you do not explore that side, you are so strongly believing that part of you will not be useful for you anymore. I just say, no, don't think like that. That part listens. So I talk to that part, ask that part, come on, wake up, unite, integrate. Listening to that part and integrating it with you, making you as a whole, and asking you to explore. The question you asked, so much is happening without our will, how can we do anything about it? Even knowing that so much is happening without your will triggers tremendous insecurity in you. That insecurity makes the seeking happen in you. I tell you, when that insecurity is triggered, you naturally decide, oh no, this cannot go on. I have to put my foot down. Little more than what is real, you have been told things are not in your control, then you can't handle it, you wake up. Waking up that seeking is all I want. So for that purpose, sometimes I do tell you, hey, be careful. Actually, the scene is not that bad. You need to be told, hey, careful, so you wake up.
What's the interplay between the 25 states of consciousness and the 11 dimensions?
I should say, 25 states of the consciousness is what you perceive, you go through. 11 dimensions of universe is what universe perceives it is going through.
So if you change your state of consciousness, you'll automatically change the dimension you're in,
Yes,
and vice
sure.
versa?
When somebody moves to Turyatita, he will never be in length. Naturally, he will be more and more in length, breadth, depth, time, space. Surely change of consciousness leads to change of state.
But will the change in state actually lead to a change in consciousness as well? If you
Yes, both.
Both.
Both. See, when you change, world changes. When world changes, you change.
But will a change has to be regressive? Let's say you achieved Theta to Theta, there's no way you'll actually go back to being deep sleep.
I should tell you, the regressive possibility completely disappears the moment you even you enter into Turiya. After that, no regressive possibility. Till Chakra, there is regressive possibility. but not after the Turiya.
When I'm in a relationship or I'm having a meaningful conversation with somebody, is it just the state in which I am there that will define the quality of relationship or conversation I'm having? Or is it that in that state, what is the extent of length, breadth and depth I have? That will decide.
No. Actually, the state in which you exist, that decides. Length, breadth, depth is always liquid. It just gets altered the moment you shift that state. Just a simple remembrance of the Guru. The intimate touch, that experience, remembrance, your whole energy will be shifted. The length, breadth, depth will be different. That is why we have in Sanskrit, Smaranat Mukti, just by remembrance liberation. So, you don't have to bother about length, breadth, depth of that dimension, that space. The space you are in matters.
So, the 5 components of these 11 dimensions, are they anyway related to the Panchabhutas? Because they seem
No. 5 elements are, all 5 elements are within the, see, that space is different, this space is different. The space in Panchabhuta is Vyoma. The space in this 11 dimensions is Akasha.
Okay.
Vyoma is different, Akasha is different.
I see. And one more follow-up question. The Dvadasa Jyotirlingas, some of them are supposed to express a certain tattva like Akasha tattva or Vayu tattva.
That is Panchabhuta Lingas.
Oh, so that is
Dvadasa
also...
Jyotirlinga is different. Panchabhuta Lingas are like a Tiruvannamalai is Agni, Kanchipuram is the earth, and Tiruvanekkaval water, and Kalahasti air, Chidambaram Akash. It means the Vyoma.
I'm also trying to understand the space. So in the 63 Nayanmar story of Nayanar, he builds a temple in the mind.
That is a depth. Depth.
And
see, from the space, he builds in depth. He does not have length, breadth. That is why his temple was more strong than the temple built by a king with a stone and a mud.
right, Sadashiva attends his temple.
Right. Not only that, after the Kumbhabhishekam, Sadashiva gives the boon to that Pusalar Nayanar. The temple you built become reality in the physical plane, and it is still there in Kanchipuram.
Yes,
See, all of you, I don't know how many of you know this story. See, in Kanchipuram, the temple which was taken out of Pusalar's inner depth and kept out by Sadashiva is still there. You will be surprised. All those pillars and stones does not look like a carved, as if they have been done by some chemical. See, those pillars does not have a chiseling mark. It is done as if they applied some chemical and they made the pillars out of stone. It is still there in Kanchipuram. There is a temple in Kanchipuram which Pusalar Nayanar built in his depth, and after accepting that, Sadashiva makes that into reality and keeps it in the real plane, in the means physical plane.
Swamiji, one question. Is there any correlation between the Trayogunas and the states of consciousness?
I should say, the whole deep sleep is tamas, and dream and Jakrat belongs to Rajas, Turiya and Turiyatita belongs to Sattva. I should say Turiya belongs to Sattva, Turiyatita not even Sattva, it's beyond Sattva.
Thank you, Swamiji.
So my question is,
Not as plants. As plants, you don't build muscle memory and biomemory.
In manifesting reality, you said desires don't manifest, beliefs manifest. So desire is the length and belief is the breadth. Is that?
I should say, desire is length, belief is a space of deeper breadth and higher depth. It is the space between the breadth and depth. Because some of your beliefs get into depth.
And where does the time factor, time and action come into picture? Like how long does it take?
It depends on the depth. If the depth is more, it touches the time. If the depth is less, it is touching the breath. It's like 5 blocks, one on the another. If the length is too much, it is touching the breath. If the breath is too much, it is touching the depth. If the depth is too much, it is touching the time. If the time is too much, it is touching the space.
So what decides how long it will take? Something.
Intensity.
Intensity of belief?
No, intensity of your decision, conscious decision. Even belief, you see, I should say, belief is not depth. Your will is depth. Belief does not make depth. Your will makes depth. Conscious will makes depth.
Swamiji, I have one more question. I've noticed many times when I'm waking up in the morning, I'm awake, but my body is dead as a stone. It's not moving.
That is more of a breath, not depth.
Okay.
It is like a part of your imagination is not ready to settle with your body.
Swamiji, it looks like that there is some correlation between the different states what we have, like Turiya Atita, and the depth.
No. In every state, all these three are active in a smaller or higher level. For example, in the lower 9 states, more length, less breadth, and almost no depth.
Okay.
Higher states, more depth, very less breadth, and almost no length. Now, with all my integrity, I am telling you, I do not have any words inside. The words I uttered gave a break, no word inside at that time. Now I did not have word inside.
Yes.
Only for uttering it gets generated and gets uttered. Then back.
So it's a combination of a state and your depth, Swamiji?
State alters a length, breadth, depth, division of you.
So
state alters the length of the length and breadth of the breadth and depth of the depth.
Yeah. So at a being level, we keep on floating basis our state into different dimensions.
I should say, states influence dimensions, dimensions influence state. If you sit and unclutch before falling asleep, you will not have the nightmare.
Yeah.
If you have a nightmare, morning you will not be able to do unclutching. If you have a Kundalini awakening, you will not have nightmare. If you have a nightmare, then awakening your Kundalini will be a little difficult. So all of them are interconnected.
So at Sadashivoham, what we are experiencing is
I am working on the unit of you. See, unit of you is, you feel I exist. That I. That's a unit of Jiva.
Yes.
Unit of dimensions is a space which I am going to give you the experience. Unit of Sadashiva is Shakti, which I am already working on you and feeding you into which. Understand? More and more Shakti is fed in your mouth. More and more you will feel Sadashivatva. Like if you eat, whatever you eat, that only you will belch.
True.
So if you are fed Sadashivatva, you will belch Sadashivatva. That's it. Unit of Sadashiva is Shakti. I think all of you are clear about these 3 units. Unit of Jiva is I. Unit of dimensions of the universe is space. Unit of Sadashiva is Shakti. So I am working with, actually all these 3 are one and the same. Shakti, space, I is one and the same. So awakening them and filling you with that Advaita is the whole Sadashivoham process. Actually, I am giving you some experience, then spending little time giving you logical understanding. Because of the strength of the experience, you understand it deeply. Because of the understanding's depth, you get into deeper experience. So this virtuous circle, because the experience has started, the virtuous circle is running. If the experience is not there, no listening, no experience, it will be vicious circle. Teachers put you in vicious circle, masters put you in virtuous circle. Yes.
Swamiji, for the depth, you had used three expressions, I think: cognition, consciousness, and being. So
all three different words pointing towards the same experience.
So, but cognition can be good and bad both.
Being also can be good and bad. Depth can be good and bad.
Okay.
The same, when you have a nightmare, you are going through the depth only. It's not that depth is good. Depth can be good.
So, for making it good, the cognition needs to move to
consciously, if you build depth, it will be good.
Okay.
Unconsciously built depth will only be nightmare.
For a happening of any event, is there any way to know the origin of that event, whether it is from depth or breadth or from length?
See, never take a decision when you have a mood swing or depression. Because many times you will permanently damage yourself because you are temporarily upset. After happening, even if you know you have taken the decision when you are in the length, it has no use. Anything, whether the outcome is good or bad, strengthens you is from depth. Anything, whether the outcome is good or bad, makes you shallow, is length. Even the nightmare wakes you up, finally. Yes, bad depth, but wakes you up.
I wanted to ask whether depth is inbuilt in human beings or not, or we have to build it, like...
You are given freedom. I will not say it is inbuilt. The possibility is there, but you should consciously build. Because many times when you don't build, you just die without even experiencing or tasting depth.
Okay. And one more question.
I can say integrity is also one of a powerful way to build depth. Integrity is always the tipping point in your life. That's a tipping point, and I tell you, integrity also makes you enjoy life very deeply. For an integrated person, this coffee will taste 1,000 times more than an ordinary person who is superficial. Same coffee. 2 cups. For one it will be coffee, for another one it will be nectar.
And
integrity matters, increasing the depth of being and experience.
And Swamiji, where do we put aggression and mood swings in? Is it breadth or logic?
It is more length.
Length.
Usually, length damages, breadth heals, depth makes it irrelevant. When you are doing a poetry, art, dance, music, it heals. Logic hurts, Emotion heals, depth makes it redundant, irrelevant.
But you talked about 3 levels, like the one which you gave the Trishul example and being example and universe. So is it that we are being better, like going up?
I have given you understanding. For understanding, I use these examples.
And can you explain depth in the universe level?
Vishwamitra creating Trishangu Swarga.
I don't know that.
Vishwamitra created a new heaven for Trishangu. If you are deeper enough within you, you can not only handle you, control you can even control things outside you. You can create your body temperature, change the body temperature and make the rain happen.
When we are not aware about this, and then what's our state?
Which? About which?
About the dimensions. What is our state?
When you are not even intellectually introduced and you are not opened your eyes for it. Like how a born blind man, difference between born blind and the fellow with eyes. Ignorance is suffering. Not being introduced to the unit of you, unit of universe, unit of God is torture. Being introduced to the unit of you, unit of God, unit of universe is a mandatory basic requirement. It is a owner's manual for a body. Along with every body, the owner's manual should come. See, it's like a saying, oh, if I have not introduced the owner's manual to my car, what will happen? What will happen? Anything can happen. A Gurukul, the first job of the Gurukul is introducing to every being unit of you, unit of universe, unit of Sadashiva. That's the first lesson. And then making them understand life from the unit. See, if you have to teach physics to the kids, you naturally teach unit of length, millimeter, centimeter. Same way, how you teach units of everything. Liter means unit of liquids, 1 milliliter, 2 milliliter. Like how you teach units. You need to teach the unit of being, unit of universe and unit of Sadashiva to every being. Not doing is the crime against humanity. Education is an education only if you are educating the units of life. These 3 are units of life.
Nithyananda Swamiji. Swamiji, I want to understand this depth dimension, the equivalent of this from the modern physics point of view. My understanding might be very limited, but I think, see, for example, what these guys are telling us now is that when we observe certain phenomena, we change the result.
See, they only gone up to the breadth of the physics.
Breadth.
See, length of the physics is A plus B is C, 1 plus 1 is 2. Now, this whole observer changes the result is only a breadth of the physics. Still the fools have not gone to the depth of the physics.
Understood, Swamiji.
Understand?
Yes, Swamiji.
Now I can move my hand and move the sun is the depth of the physics.
Understood, Swamiji. All these mystical powers, all this is completely...
See, I can move my hand here and move the sun there. Is the depth of the physics. Very difficult for the physics to grasp. Even the breadth of the physics they are catching only after so many hundreds of years.
Yes, Swamiji.
Understand? You see, length of the physics is Newton. Breadth of the physics is observer influences the observed. The depth of the physics will be quantum. Not the quantum word they are using. In this, the quantum word they are using, they are trying to show more an agnostic, atheist way of, this is the way the parallel universe exists, but they are not saying our will has a powerful role to play with the parallel universe. See, the moment you say there is certain will which plays, then the independent intelligence operating the whole mechanism need to be accepted, which is Sadashiva, which they don't want. That is why they are trying to keep the depth of the physics as agnostic as possible due to their unscientific stupidity.
Understood, Swami.
See, what is unscientific? Not exploring because of your vested interests. Agnosticism, removed from quantum physics, will make the scientist a genuine seeker, will lead them to enlightenment.
Understood, Swamiji. Thank you, Swamiji.
Anybody who has studied little quantum physics?
Swamiji.
You can, of course, there I know so many, Rajesh, it's agnosticism. Not letting the quantum physicists do the real scientific depth because of their vested interest of not letting the independent intelligence possibility of existence. They go on denying, not looking at that direction, that parallel universe as a possibility of the will's existence of manipulation and manifestation. The difference between the agnostics and the Agama. Agama is very clear. The depth of the physics as an independent intelligence playing the creation, maintenance, destruction, delusion, liberation part. And understand, I am manifesting powers to establish theism of the quantum physics. The theistic quantum physicist is my Balasans. If I have to define my Balasans, theistic quantum physicist. Actually, I told some of my Balasans, hey, don't write 12th examination. I'll make big universities, give you honorary doctorate. When they bring it, tell them put it at the feet and go. Don't touch by hand. It's dirty. See, this world needs to know, when the depth is awakened, the education is different. Actually, I am going through the fluttering period of my Gurukul. Means, I am at crossroads. That is why I have to justify my Gurukul so much, and in few years, you will see 10 times longer queue. This middle class Indian parents will be standing here, like how they stand outside the US embassy for visa, for my Gurukul administration, for my Gurukul admission. Now I am going through the crossroads, where I am yet to establish, see, I have established certain things, but I have not completely established the utility value of this in the regular life. Once I establish that, then these middle class Indian parents will be standing here in queue up to Bangalore. People will ask, what queue is standing? No, Biddi Nithyananda Gurukul admission opened, so we are all standing for application. See, when the physics is looked at from the angle of depth, with the integrity to the scientific seeking, Atado Brahma Jignasat, let us inquire into the reality for the sake of reality. When that starts with the depth, the being produced is called theistic quantum physicist, my Balasans, who will wave the hands and move the planet's effects and will always be bound down in front of deity. Who can wave the hands and materialize what you want, who will always bow down and bend in front of a deity. Theistic quantum physicist.
Listen to this example. You are in a forest. A tiger sees you. You see the tiger. It is chasing you. You are running for life. That is Maya. Because the way you want to see, create what you want to see. Srishti. Because you see, you create. Listen carefully. Next, flowing forever. As Ganga Sagar, ocean. That is Srishti Drishti. Because it is there, you see. Listen carefully. This is the difference. Tiger chasing you experiences Srishti Drishti because it is happening. Ganga flowing is Srishti, means it exists. Because it exists, you see. Tiger chasing you is Drishti Srishti. Drishti means seeing. Srishti means creation. Because of your seeing, it is created. Ganga flowing is Srishti Drishti. Because it is there, you are seeing. What's the difference? There is a psychological intervention. For example, even the modern day researchers are proving, the moment you see the tiger, if you are shaken, frightened, certain chemicals are released in your body. Tiger hates the smell of that chemical. If you are not frightened, if you don't release that chemical, tiger doesn't chase you. It is not necessary always the tiger should chase you. If you have a fear, you will project and have an animal chasing you. Whenever there is a psychological intervention and the manipulation of the happening, it is called Srishti Drishti. Because you see, it is happening. Whenever there is no psychological intervention, the Ganga flowing, there is no psychological intervention from your side. From your side, there is no intervention. It is flowing whether you see it or not. It is flowing whether you perceive it or not. That is Srishti Drishti. What is created, you are seeing. So listen, in this 25 consciousness, 11 dimensions, 5 aspects of Jiveshwara Jagat, neither everything is Maya nor everything is reality. There are certain things which are influenced by Drishti. That Srishti is Maya. Tiger chasing you is Maya. Ganga flowing forever is not Maya, it is reality. Where your intervention does not alter the existence, the reality. It's not Maya. So, your first question is that 25 consciousness, 11 dimensions, 5 aspects of Ishvara, all these are Maya, are just different permutation combinations. Different permutation combinations of this three, which is influenced by the seer, is Maya, which is not influenced by the seer is reality. The next question, where in it does Sadashivoham exist? No. All this exists in Sadashivoham, not Sadashivoham in it. Understand? All this, even Ishvara, Sadashiva's 5 dimensions of Srishti, Sthiti, Vinasa, Trobhava, Anugraha. Srishti, Sthiti, Sanghara, Trobhava, Anugraha. Creation, maintenance, destruction, delusion and enlightenment, liberation. Even these 5 aspects of Sadashiva is only the Vyakta component. So all this 25 states of consciousness of Jiva, 11 dimensions of Jagat, 5 aspects of Ishvara, all this is established on Sadashivoham. All this exists on Sadashivoham. Sadashivoham does not exist in any of this. All this exists in Sadashivoham. And you are asking, or is it only outside of that matrix we exist? Please understand. Sadashivoham exists outside of all this matrix. All this, Jiva, Ishvara, Jagat. The overlapping and permutation combinations of all this forms certain matrix, and that matrix, listen, that matrix, when it is influenced by the seer, I call it Maya. When it is not influenced by the seer, I call it reality. But Sadashivoham is where all these are established, whether it is Maya or reality, it is established on Sadashivoham. So Sadashivoham is outside this whole matrix. Actually, you are going to experience Sadashivoham, the space outside this matrix, in this Sadashivoham 2016. I am very serious about it. Many Western traditions say the atheist traditions in the West say man made God in his mold. Some of the religious traditions in the West say God made man in his own mold. I say God, whether he made man in his own mold or not, I don't know. I don't know God. But I know Sadashiva, God. He did not make you in his mold. He made you in his own sea. Listen to this word. I am using the word sea. S-E-E. Not S-E-A. Listen to this word very carefully. See is an action. I wanted to say, when I see, one end is me, another end is you, another end is you, that's all. Because you are seeing with two eyes, what you are seeing, you can't absorb that into you. But I am seeing with the three eyes, what I see, I can absorb that into me. And I know it is my own other end. Understand, that is why I am using the word, not even seeing, see. I am giving you exact, literally what I wanted to convey. The relationship between you and Sadashiva. You are the see, not seen, seeing, see of Sadashiva. Listen, just now I made a statement. When you see through the third eye, whatever you see, you can manifest, manipulate as you want. It means what you see will be your own extension. It is you. See, if I can make my right hand bend, do whatever I want, I can do, means this is me. What you understand as me is what I convey through the word see. In you, the me is only materially which is connected to you. In me, me is what is connected to me even by see. Listen. For you, me means what is materially connected to you. For me, me means what is seely connected to me. I don't know how much you catch it. I'll just tell you this small story which really happened. Arunagiri Vishra was trying to explain Advaita to me. He was sitting in the temple. This side, left side was the Arunachala hill. Right side was the Garbha Mandir of the Arunachala temple. The front I was sitting. Exact eyes you guys are having now when I say me is see. How you are? That is exactly the way I was looking at him. He said, see this hill, this Arunachala, you, me, all one and the same. When he put the hand, of course, I was inside the hand. Literally I saw the hill just moving, the Garbha Mandir moving, me moving and disappearing. He, me, hill, Garbha Mandir, all disappearing into him. When Experientially I saw whatever he was seeing, he is able to Photoshop it. He can just pick it up, put it, and if you say, I wanted to ask thousands of things and came to energization, the moment you hugged me, everything disappeared. Everything disappeared, I forgot. Some things I remembered later, some things I don't even remember. How many of you have this experience? Then you can understand what I am trying to tell. He just merged the whole thing. Listen. Sadashiva made all of us in his sea. Please do not alter the word. This is the Facebook status for all of you. Don't use seen, seeing, SEA, no. Sadashiva made all of us in his sea. Let the statement be understood as it is. Because you need to understand this concept that can be understood only by this grammatically wrong statement. Understand? It's called Arsha Prayoga in Vedic tradition, where the masters do not follow the grammar to explain certain intrinsic deep concept. Sadashiva made all of us in his sea. Not seen, not seeing, not SCENE, not SEA, no. When you see how it is simple extension of you, same way when Sadashiva sees, he feels all of us are simple extension, that is our existential reality. Everything else you believe is the manipulation of the matrix. Contemplate on this. This is the essence of Sadashivoham. If you see with two eyes, you can only see, you will not have power over it. But when Sadashiva sees with three eyes, whatever is seen is also me for him. Whatever is seen by him is also materially connected to him. How you feel the part of you which is materially connected to you as you, same way he feels everything as materially connected to him. So when what he sees is me for him, what he sees is he for him. And Sadashiva made all of us as his sea. You forgetting that is Trobhava. You being thrown back into that remembrance is Anugraha. Understand? Trobhava means delusion. Listen. He sees you as sea. You forgetting that is delusion. You reminded that truth experientially is liberation. That is why I say, if you understand delusion and liberation, you will understand even creation, operation, destruction in a completely different dimension. Creation, operation, destruction. You will understand that in completely different dimension. I can't use the word seen. I can't use the word seeing. Seeing reduces the whole thing just to an action. No. Why I use the word see? Listen. See is a happening. Sadashiva is Karana, Karya, Moola. Listen. Karana, the cause. Karya, the effect. Moola, the source. If a part is made, clay, potter, and the force potter is using on the clay, and the knowledge potter has, which he applies on the clay, all that put together becomes a pot. Understand? Sadashiva is all this for all of us. Listen carefully. Sadashiva is all this for all of us. He is the material out of which we are made. He is the material out of which we are made. He is the potter who is making us. He is the force which is put on us for us to stay as we are, and is the knowledge which is applying the force on us to stay as we are. Listen. Listen. Immediately we all have a question. If He is everything, then why there is so much of sadness and suffering and wrong things? Stupid. Ask the question the other way. If He is everything, how can there be all this? It's all false. Put the question the other way. Put your anchor on the truth, not on delusion. If He is everything, then why am I deluded as if all this exists? Try to understand what I am explaining. Then you will understand the reality. You will be out of the matrix. You will be out of the matrix. One of the worst problem with which you all suffer, one of the worst problem with which you all suffer, listen carefully. One of the worst problem with which you all suffer is the victimhood you carry. You project it on everyone and you believe strongly it is an existential reality. When you try to show yourself victim, you feel very good. That is what I call powerless pornography. Cheapest pornography. Cheapest pornography a human being can enjoy is the taste of showing themselves as victim. Enjoying the victimhood. That's the cheapest pornography any human being can enjoy. Because you enjoy that, you do not want to deny the existence of it. You want to project that on everyone. And whole world there is so much suffering. You mean to say there is no suffering? I mean, there is no suffering. After going through so much of attack from all corners of the world, I mean, there is no suffering. Understand a question in right way. If Sadashiva made all of us in his own sea, don't ask why there is so much suffering, then how can there be delusion of this suffering? Ask the right question. Don't ask why there is so much of suffering. The moment you say why there is so much of suffering, you put the anchor on the delusion and you are trying to question the Turyatita. Put the anchor on Turyatita and ask, then why am I feeling there is so much of suffering? Because you enjoy cheap victimhood pornography most of the time. You want to prove you are trying your best, you don't want to make it happen. Understand? Making it happen is different. Collecting all the arguments to prove I am really trying my best to make it happen. If you establish you are really trying your best to make it happen, you may get medal but not result. You may get medal, not result. Understand, most of the time, because you enjoy victimhood, you project that on others. You project that on world. Want to strongly believe the existence of suffering. When you want to believe something, nobody can stop you. Nobody can stop you. No one can stop you when you want to believe something. Listen to this truth again. Sadashiva made all of us in his own sea. Yes, ye. I don't want to conclude it as seen or seeing. See. Because one more understanding I want to share with you. Only if some matter is connected to you, you feel that as me. For example, as long as your hands are connected to you, you feel that as you. You can handle it. You can do what you want with it. You can stretch, push, pull, up, down, all. But if your third eye is awakened, you enter into the next frequency. Everything you see, you know, is the material out of which you are made, is the same material out of which whatever you are seeing is also made. So, you just know how to deal with the matrix. You just know the matter becomes your own extension. Anything becomes your own extension. Looks too big. I know most of you, even understanding is so difficult. How is it going to happen to me? When is it going to happen to me? Stands delusion. Delusion needs only awakening. It needs smart decision, not hard work. It needs smart decision, not hard work. When I say Sadashiva made all of us in his own sea, listen. When I say Sadashiva made all of us in his own sea, I mean, from this truth, question what do you think should not be there, or what do you think creates doubt about this statement. If you are from that side and question this statement, it will never become your reality. Be on this side and question that side. Blessed are those who have a trust on Guru to push themselves to this side and question that side. You can go on, be on that side and question this side. I am not the loser. I'll continue. I'll continue. I'll continue. The fundamental principles of existence, your existence as individual self, or your existence as part of the society, your existence as part of your family, your existence as part of your community, your existence as part of your country, your existence as part of the humanity, your existence as part of the cosmos. In every level of existence, there are some fundamental principles to manifest what you want as reality. Mahadeva, Sadashiva explains this science as Agama. So fundamental principle today you need to know for this today's initiation. Understand. See, in the Mahadeva Leelarnava, Shiva Leelarnava, there is a beautiful compilation of Shiva's Leelas, Shiva Leelarnava. One is about Madurai, one is about Tiruvarur, one is about Tiruvannamalai, the various chapters. This whole Shiva Leelarnava, beautifully Sadashiva reveals every time he assumes the form to manifest certain power, he exemplifies the expression of certain sacred secret. For example, he comes to Madurai and exemplifies the truth and manifests a power. I'll give you one example of one story recorded. Mahadeva comes to eat, which is called put puttu in Tamil, a breakfast, roughly equivalent to dry idli or powdered idli. That's the way I should call it. Powdered idli. He comes down to eat puttu from a old lady devotee, and then he demonstrates the power of all pervasiveness. Where the Pandya tries to beat, Mahadeva with his ruling staff, which still has the mark. During that incident, Mahadeva manifests, demonstrates the power of all pervasiveness. The stick which has hit Mahadeva's back hits the back of all the animate, inanimate beings. Stavaram jangamam vyaptam. Animate and inanimate. Whole thing experiences that stick. Understand the power he manifested in that Leela is Stavaram Jangamam Vyaptam. And the sacred secret he demonstrated in that Leela. He comes down to eat the love. Understand not the pit, but the love. In your life, if you decide, you will eat only, you will perceive, enjoy, receive only the emotions, not the objects. You won't care about the matter, but about the experience. You will always be radiating the all-pervasiveness. Understand? Whoever decides, I have nothing to gain from this world, I am here only to receive and give the love, nothing else. He receives the love of the Vandi, gives her the completion of feeling fulfilled. Neither pity is big thing for him, nor the work he is supposed to do, he is doing. He does it in a different way. The story beautifully says, he puts the semmad, means his turban, for his head and lies down. But the ministers are asking him, hey, put the sand and stop the Vaigai, build the embankment. He says, fools, you don't know from where the water is coming. I am covering from where water is coming. Hey, I am covering the source, fools. I am doing my job. You don't understand. It's coming from here, so I have to cover it here, not there. தலைபெருகும் கங்கையை தந்துணியால் கட்டி அலைபெருகும் வைகையை அடைத்து வைக்க முயன்றான். புரியா குலை பெருத்த மூடர்கள் தான் விரும்பும் வேலை செய்தலே வேலை என்று நினைக்கும் அறியாத்தனம். He does the job exactly how it should be done, Because he knows the source of the problem. He is stopping the water from the source. But these fools are forcing him to work as they think what is the solution. They think dumping the sand on the banks of Vaigai is the solution. That is the job he is supposed to do. But only he knows where it has to be tied. He demonstrates perception as useless, immaterial. Listen carefully. If you decide to operate only based on the pure emotions, not matter based, means you are the force which drives you. Instead of fear and greed, if you change the fuel to love, you will manifest the power of all-pervasiveness. Love is the fuel for you to experience oneness. That is what he is showing in that one incident. Each incident, he personifies one sacred secret and he manifests that power which is expressed by that one sacred secret. If you want to manifest the power of all-pervasiveness, practice the sacred secret of love being your driving force, not fear or greed. Whenever you look at any of your problem from the cosmic oneness cognition, one, the problem will be solved. Second, even till you solve the problem, it has become sacred, so it will not make you powerless anymore. Making all your problems powerless today, by this cognitive shift, is the whole assignment for all the satsangis today. Listen. Solving is one, solving your problems is one, making your problems powerless is another one. Solving your problems, even if I tell it can be done immediately, you are not ready to believe, so I compromise and come to your level and accept for time being. You can solve only by taking time. Because if I say it can be solved immediately, I look very violent and insensitive to you. So I do not want to look that insensitive, so I accept your problems can be solved only in your own time. But I really want to tell you, they can be made powerless immediately. Your problems can be made powerless immediately. The moment you start shooting the arrows from the shoulder of oneness, like a Rama sitting on the shoulder of Hanuman and shooting the arrow. Hanuman is actually the energy of Nandi, Rudra. And the moment you sit on the shoulder of oneness and start shooting the arrows, the problems cannot make you powerless anymore. Your missing cannot be missing. If you do not understand what you are missing, you start messing your life and others' life. You become a horror movie which nobody wants to see. horror movie which nobody wants to see.
all learned the various different aspects, how you can experience, how you can manifest the different cognitions, the dimensions, harnessing all of these to have a breakthrough. Actually, today what Swamiji has revealed are the fundamental building blocks. Over the next 21 days, we're all going to be learning about various such aspects in depth. And tomorrow we are going to be having the darshan of Mahasadashiva Murti. And we're all going to be learning in detail about how you can awaken the brain grooves and have a breakthrough in that. Actually, tomorrow is going to be like awakening, literally enabling your brain for the peak performance and to receive all the initiations and receive the maximum benefit from the program. So tomorrow is going to be you're going to be learning a lot of powerful cognitions interests related to it. So please join. 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time program starts. We request every one of you to join with us to start from yoga. You can prepare your body and then receive all the initiations and powerful cognitions through the day. We thank all of you for taking out your time for joining with us today. And this brings us all to the conclusion of our day today. And we can conclude with the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavat Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Padukarpanamastu. Om Nithyanandam. Thank you all, Nithyanandam.